The European Commission adopted its second strategic perspective on Wednesday. Under the title The EU's Ability to Act and Freedom of Action, it shows a future-oriented and multidisciplinary perspective on the strategic autonomy of the EU in an increasingly multipolar and controversial world order. Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said about this, European citizens experience almost every day that global challenges such as climate change and digital change have a direct impact on their private lives. We all feel that our democracy and our European values are being called into question, both externally and internally, or that Europe has to adapt its foreign policy due to a changing world order. Early and better information about such trends will help us to tackle such important issues in good time and to steer our union in a positive direction. The Commission has identified four main global trends that have an impact on the EU's capacity and freedom of action: climate change and other environmental challenges, digital hyperconnectivity and technological change, pressure on democracy and values, and global political shifts and demographics. 10 main areas of action have also been identified in which the EU can capitalize on opportunities for global leadership and open strategic autonomy. This means that the strategic foresight will continue to feed into the Commission's work programs and priorities. Vice President Maroš Šefčovič, responsible for interinstitutional relations and foresights, added, "Even if we do not know what the future holds, a better understanding of the main megatrends, uncertainties and opportunities will improve the EU's capacity and freedom of action in the long term." This strategic foresight therefore examines four megatrends with a significant impact on the EU and identifies 10 areas of action to strengthen our open strategic autonomy and consolidate our global leadership role by 2050. The pandemic has only made ambitious strategic decisions more necessary, and this report will help us not to lose sight of the goal. And of course, I will tell you what the 10 strategic action areas are. First, it's ensuring sustainable and resilient health and food systems. Second, it's securing CO2-free and affordable energy. Third, it's capacity expansion in the areas of data management, artificial intelligence, and cutting-edge technologies. 4 is securing and diversifying the supply of critical raw materials. 5 is ensuring a global pioneering role in standard setting. 6 is development of crisis-proof and future-proof economic and financial systems. 7 is developing and maintaining skills and talents that match our objectives. 8 is enhancement of security and defense capacities and access to space. 9 is working with global partners to promote peace, security, and prosperity for all. And 10, more crisis-proof institutions. The Commission will continue to implement its strategic foresight for this policy cycle and feed it into the initiatives for the work program for the coming year. On November 18th and 19th, they will host the annual ESPAS conference. ESPAS means European System for Strategic and Policy Analysis, to discuss the topic of strategic foresight for next year, the link between ecological and digital change. The aim is to find out how these two trends can mutually reinforce each other through the use of new technologies. In addition, through the EU-wide future research network of the future ministers, capacities for future research in the authorities of the EU member states will continue to be built up in all member states. Later this month, the Commission will also finalize a public consultation on its resilience dashboards. This will help measure social and economic well-being beyond GDP. A public consultation on the Commission's draft resilience sheets will run until September 30th. Since 2020, an annual strategic perspective has been drawn up on the basis of full forecasting cycles, which serves as the basis for the priorities of the annual State of the Union address, the Commission work program, and the multi-annual programming. This year's foresight builds on the 2020 strategic foresight, which introduced resilience as the new guideline for EU policy making. The megatrends and policies set out in the 2021 strategic perspective were identified through a cross-sectoral foresight carried out by the Commission services with the help of experts. The member states and other EU institutions were extensively consulted within the framework of the European System for Strategic and Policy Analysis, the ESPAS I talked about. The result of the foresight are contained in the Joint Research Centre report. It's called Science for Policy, Shaping and Securing the EU Strategic Autonomy by 2040 and Beyond. To support the development of futurology capacities across the EU, the Commission has set up the EU-wide Futurology Network, made up of 27 future ministers from all member states. It is designed to share best practice and support the Commission's strategic foresight by discussing key issues that are relevant to the future of Europe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.